So before we get into our last segment here, what is your guys' Monstars starting five? Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, the Monstars were the infamous enemy of Michael Jordan in the original Space Jam. And according to reports and according to Hollywood, Space Jam 2 starring LeBron James will be coming out at some point either in 2018 or 2019, which means the Monstars will be back to steal more talent from NBA players today. So here are the players that I think the Monstars are going to steal their talent from. At point guard has to be Chris Paul. Has to be. The dude's all over every single commercial. He's best buddies with LeBron James. And man, Chris Paul as a Monstar would be insane. They would obviously steal his incredible court vision and his ability to be maybe the best floor general in the NBA. At the shooting guard spot, it has to be Klay Thompson, right? You got to get that China appeal in there. China Klay, get that international movie ticket prices up. It'll be great. Also, a Monstar that looks like Klay Thompson would be one of the funniest things that animation has ever given us. At the small forward spot, it has to be Giannis, right? I mean, Giannis already is a Monstar. He's just this crazy long guy with these crazy limbs that don't make any sense at all. He's the perfect Monstar. At the 4, we know we needed to have some sort of Sean Bradley, not elite player. So I decided to pay homage to one of the great NBA players. It's Dirk. They stole Dirk's talent. They already stole it. See, that's why Dirk has been declining so bad the past 2 seasons, because the Monstars have already stolen Dirk's talent. That's the key. And then Joel Embiid there at the center because, man, how much fun would it be if Joel Embiid was a Monstar? I think that's going to end up being our starting 5. Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, Giannis, Dirk, and Joel Embiid as my Monstar starting 5. What is your starting 5 for the Monstars on Space Jam 2? Let me know in the comments section or at me on Twitter at SportsDean. Give me your starting 5. Who do you think will take over for the incredible lineup of Muggsy Bogues, Sean Bradley, Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson and obviously, and also, of course, Chuck. They also took Charles Barkley's powers in Space Jam, the first one. So I want to know from you guys, what is your Monstars starting 5? Let me know in the comments section below here on YouTube and on Facebook, and also at me on Twitter at SportsTeam. We have a comment coming in from Jack Biggers saying no Westbrook at the point guard. Hey, I like that too. I would not hate seeing Russell Westbrook as the point guard for the Monstars. Next one here, we got Boogie or Anthony Davis over Embiid. Maybe Anthony Davis, just because, you know, a Monstar with a unibrow would be really funny. But I still think Joel Embiid is the perfect Monstar. He's so loud. He's so vocal. He's got this crazy 7'1" thick body. I think he'd be a perfect Monstar. We have Joseph A. Moore saying Uncle Drew. That'd be an amazing crossover. Can you imagine having a second crossover movie with Uncle Drew and Space Jam? That'd be awesome. I'd love to see Uncle Drew go up against LeBron James and the rest of the Looney Tunes. Mitchell Renz comments and says, I think they... Well played, sir. I think they already stole Markelle Fultz's shooting ability. Yes, they did. Well played, Mitchell Renz. They already have a Monstar. I should have put it. You know what? I'm going to make that change right now. For the Monstars starting 5, we have to put Markelle Fultz on the bench, seeing as they've already taken all of his skills. He can't shoot anymore. Here, I'm going to add it live right now. Boom. Sorry, John Wall. You've been kicked off the Monstars bench and replaced with Markelle Fultz. My bench, by the way, Markelle Fultz, Lance Stevenson, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, and Dwight Howard are my backup Monstars. I can't wait for Space Jam 2. I love Space Jam 1 with Michael Jordan and Bill Murray. I can't wait for Space Jam 2 with LeBron James starring, as the lead role. But Tom Downey and I were talking about this last night of who's going to take over the Bill Murray role. Pray that it isn't Kevin Hart, because it's going to be Kevin Hart. We know it's going to be Kevin Hart. We just have to hope and pray that it isn't actually Kevin Hart. But that's going to do it for the Cam Rogers Show today. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsDean for all your NBA news and updates. We'll be back here on Wednesday, and be sure to tune in to our NBA Free Agency special tonight for NBA Weekly. But for now, we'll see ya.